working to connect a region of over 600 million bridges between our lands.
Hello and welcome to ASEAN in Focus. I'm Judith Imera, delivering to you the latest news in and around the ASEAN region on today's headlines. The Hubei Health Authority reported that 242 more people died from the coronavirus in Hubei province on Wednesday, raising the death toll in the epicenter since the beginning of the outbreak to 1,310. Two repatriates from Wuhan in China under quarantine were brought to the hospital due to diarrhea and abdominal discomfort, the Department of Health reported on Wednesday. And Vietnam's Vinh Group playing for a stake in the country's World Cup dream. The Hubei Health Authority reported that 242 more people died from the coronavirus in Hubei province on Wednesday, raising the death toll in the epicenter since the beginning of the outbreak to 1,310. This brings the total number of deaths in mainland China to at least 1,355. The global death toll is at least 1,357, with one death in Hong Kong and another in the Philippines. Hubei authorities confirmed an additional 14,840 cases of the virus in Hubei on Wednesday, which brings the total number of cases in the epicenter of the outbreak to 48,206. The government explained they are now adding clinically diagnosed cases in the tally of cases to make it easier for these patients to receive a treatment early. There have been 33,693 patients hospitalized in Hubei, including 1,437 who are in critical condition. This according to the health authority, adding that 3,441 patients have recovered and been discharged. Meanwhile, two repatriates from Wuhan in China under quarantine were brought to the hospital due to diarrhea and abdominal discomfort. This according to the Department of Health. In a press briefing, Health Undersecretary Eric Domingo said that two repatriates, a 1-year-old male and a 34-year-old female, were brought to Jose B. Lingad Memorial General Hospital due to diarrhea and abdominal discomfort. Both tested negative for the coronavirus disease of 2019 or COVID-19 and will be sent back to New Clark City to complete the 14-day quarantine period.
Two repatriates natin, but they had diarrhea, so they were brought to JB Lingad for assessment kung persons under investigation sila. Pero since the test came out negative, na alam naman natin negative sila, they're still returned to the New Clark City to complete the 14-day quarantine period para make sure lang tayo na yung incubation period makumpleto natin. Kasi pwedeng negative siya ngayon, pero ilang araw pa lang sila, 3 days pa lang sila, di ba? So we want to complete the 10 days. We're checking on our repatriates twice a day to ensure that they are properly being cared for. And we will be providing them with SIM and cell cards for those who don't have mobile access within the facility so that they can contact their families.
Domingo assured that all repatriates are checked twice daily and are provided with activities to keep them busy and lessen their boredom. He said that they are likewise facilitating psychosocial processing to ensure their mental well-being. He added that those who don't have a mobile access within the facility will be provided SIM and cell cards. Earlier, the DOH reported that 30 Filipinos repatriated from China are taken care of in the quarantine facility inside the Athletes Village at the New Clark City, Capas, Tarlac. Domingo said that there are currently 238 persons under investigation in the country. As of Wednesday, the DOH Epidemiology Bureau and the Philippine National Police Criminal Investigation and Detection Group have identified all of 455 contacts of the first and second cases of the COVID-19. Of the 455 contacts, 277 or 61% have been interviewed and 44 contacts who are symptomatic have been admitted as PUIs. On the third confirmed case, a total of 246, or 34% out of 731 contacts were traced, including co-passengers and individual contacts from hotels and hospitals. About 164, or 22% of them have been interviewed, of which 149 were placed on home quarantine and 15 symptomatic contacts have been categorized as PUIs and admitted for isolation and monitoring. Residents in Hanoi, Vietnam queue up to buy face masks as concerns grow over the new coronavirus outbreak. Watch this.
Như đối với cá nhân em thì là hơi bất tiện vì thực ra là cái thời gian làm việc đi ra ngoài cũng không phải là dễ, mà lượng công việc hàng ngày thì cũng khá là bận đấy. Thì nhưng mà vì hiện tại là em đi khá nhiều, ngày nào cũng gần như là cứ đi trên đường đi làm khoảng 2 đến 3 triệu thuốc mua khẩu trang y tế mà gần như là không có đâu ạ, hoặc là bán lẻ.
Vì gia đình nhà tôi bên nội bên ngoại cũng nhiều, tôi muốn tặng cho mỗi người một cái để mọi người sử dụng, và cũng là mục đích là giữ gìn sức khỏe cho bản thân mình và cộng đồng.
When visiting the Philippines, Manila or Quezon City is a popular destination. But oftentimes the hustle and bustle of the city can be more stressful on your vacation. So when you feel the need to reconnect to nature or relax again, there's a beautiful oasis just outside of the city called the Garden at Ciudad de Victoria. Some of the species that you can see here include hydrangea, snapdragon, and stargazers. They're truly beautiful. The gardens at Ciudad de Victoria are so peaceful, tranquil, and beautiful that it's become a haven for young couples and a very popular venue for engagement photos. The next time you want an escape from the big city, the garden at Ciudad de Victoria is a wonderful place to visit.
Welcome back. Boeing issued a stark warning Wednesday about the impact of the deadly coronavirus outbreak, saying there was no question it would hammer the aviation industry and the broader economy. Major airlines have halted flights in and out of China, where a lockdown has been imposed in the worst affected areas, while several countries have banned arrivals from China.
We have seen and will continue to see the virus have an impact on world GDP growth. It will and has had an impact on traffic, and we're going to see the bottom lines of our customers impacted. Now the question is how much? And we probably won't be able to answer that question until we really know the duration of this challenge and how long it's going to take for the virus to run its course. But without question, it will have and has had an impact on the marketplace, into the market in the future.
He was speaking in Singapore to reporters at Asia's biggest air show, which has seen over 70 exhibitors withdraw and a fall in visitor numbers due to virus fears. Singapore has reported 47 cases of the virus so far and has raised its health alert level to the same as during the 2002 to 2003 severe acute respiratory syndrome or SARS outbreak. The vast exhibition center hosting the 4-day show has been unusually empty, pockmarked by empty booths of companies who have pulled out. Organizers have been using thermal scanners to check the temperature of those attending and have advised participants to avoid handshakes and instead greet one another by waving or bowing. President Rodrigo Duterte on Wednesday guaranteed the Philippine media that his administration will not allow any possible abuse of privileges vested in them. Duterte made the vow during the oath-taking of newly elected officers and Board of Trustees of the Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas or KBP held at Palace's Rizal Hall on Wednesday night.
While our Constitution upholds the freedom of the press, the function of broadcast is a privilege granted by government. It is imbued with the best interest of the nation and our people. We will not tolerate any abuse of the privilege. The new Board of Trustees and officers
As the 25-year legislative franchise of ABS-CBN Corporation, one of the broadcasting firms in the country, is set to expire on March 30, 2020. He did not touch on the issues hounding ABS-CBN, but emphasized that he acknowledges the important role of the broadcast media in shaping a nation's progress through responsible dissemination of news and information to the people. Duterte said his government would uphold the equal protection of media's rights and safety as they carry out their mandate to raise the public awareness on several issues oppressing the country.
Throughout history, we have seen how mass media in the Philippines has shown its vital role in promoting and awareness on various social issues, disseminating critical information and mobilizing for public action in times of natural disasters and calamities and ensuring accountability in government and other social institutions.
In other news, the European Union on Wednesday slashed trade benefits for Cambodia over the kingdom's human rights record, the top official said. The EU said it would partially suspend duty-free preferences under the Everything But Arms or EBA deal, a scheme meant to help boost trade in some of the world's poorest economies. In a statement, EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell said, the European Union will not stand and watch as democracy is eroded, human rights curtailed, and free debate silenced. The decision was, however, a partial one, with the withdrawal hitting about 20% or 1 billion euros of Cambodia's yearly exports to the EU. EU Trade Commissioner Phil Hogan said the respect for human rights is non-negotiable for them. They recognize the progress Cambodia has made, but serious concerns remain. In anticipation, Cambodia's strongman leader Hun Sen said Tuesday his country would not bow its head in the face of the EU's criticism. But a premier warned of economic rough seas ahead for his country, with some garment factories likely to close in the coming weeks, as key supplies chains from China slow amid the coronavirus crisis. The move follows repeated calls from the EU to drop charges against opposition leader Kem Sokha, who is currently on trial for treason, a charge widely pilloried as politically motivated. The move by the EU could make a big dent in the country's big garment sector worth billions of dollars. The industry employs more than 700,000 workers, according to the country's factory association. Cambodia is the EU's sixth largest garment supplier, and the country exports more than $4 billion worth of clothing and textile products to the bloc in 2018. But other areas of the kingdom's economy have been backed with Chinese investment and soft loans, delivered without questions over rights and democracy.
The elderly undeniably serve as a significant part of society as they impart valuable knowledge and life lessons that can't be learned from school. That's why they should not be massage as well as facial and skincare treatments. Better community.
Welcome back. After a career that began in instant noodles, Vietnam's richest man knows all about long shots and now is taking another, trying to get football-mad country's national team to their first World Cup. No Southeast Asian team has played on football's biggest stage, but Pham Nhat Vuong, the CEO of the Vingroup conglomerate and Vietnam's first billionaire, has not let that deter him. Watch this.
We starting a strong process to develop our football, to develop the players, to educate the boys, to expose the players to the international level. This is our way, and at the moment we are on the way. In 2026 it will be minimum eight Asian teams. That's why regarding the quality of the football in Vietnam, we consider that 2026 could be a very good opportunity for Vietnam to attend the World Cup.
Không ai mà theo đuổi ước mơ của mình mà không có mục đích, không có một cái mục tiêu nào cụ thể hết. thì em cũng giống như mọi người thôi, thì em cũng sẽ cố gắng thi đấu và cố gắng hết sức mình để mà được khoác áo đội tuyển quốc gia và cũng như là chơi giải đấu lớn nhất thế giới là World Cup.
And that is the latest news in the Southeast Asian nations. Stay updated about the ASEAN region. I'm Judith Yamera and I'm 1 with 25.